Hello the internet and welcome back to the live stream. It is Thursday the 11th of July 2019. Today I'll be live for 45 minutes. Feeling good about 45? How do you feel about 45? It's a nice round number. It's got good sort of flow to it. 45. It flows off the top of your tongue very simply, very smoothly. I feel good. Surprisingly, I feel good today. I didn't feel too good yesterday, and we'll get to that why in a minute, but that's my gut feeling. I feel better than yesterday. Looking into the chit chat, I see Tim Arskog back up in the house 92 minutes ago before showtime. And he said, time to surf YouTube, wrestle with the kitten and brew a coffee. I do like the surfing of the YouTubes. And Mindy asked, how old is your kitten, Tim? But then Tim didn't return. That's okay. Johann Sebastian's son. Hello, man. He's back, everyone. I'm back. Celeste Roth is in the house. G'day. Hey, crew. And there you go. Travel Jet Setter in the house too. Everyone is saying hello. Aero Gamer. Haven't seen Aero Gamer for a while. Aero Gamer, how you going, man? Nice to see you back in the chit chats. Good to see everybody up here chatting away. I like that about my chats. My la, what does that mean, Celeste? My la. 10 letters. That's a new handle we've not seen before either. 10 letters. You're welcome here in the chit chat. 10 letters. Where does the handle come from? Where does 10 letters come from? I like that. I really like that. So today is interesting. It's the fourth That's record. It's called 1,000 Layers of Umness. We'll get to that in a little while. But I do want to mention my surf from yesterday and why I'm feeling, or while I was feeling down yesterday. It's a strange thing, right? When you have a good surf, well, it's not a strange thing, it's a logical thing. When you have a good surf, you feel good. Life is better when you surf. When you have a bad surf, the opposite happens. You feel bad. And I felt bad all day yesterday because of the start of my surf yesterday. And I've got the Stephen, nice pajamas. These are not my pajamas. This is a dress shirt. I don't wear dress shirts very often. When I do, I come out here and I feel confident, and then I get bashed for thinking they're pajamas. I guess they kind of do look a little bit PJ-ish, but it's definitely a dress shirt. La is Mindy's nickname. Okay, I gotcha. So we could call Mindy Northrump MJ. We could call her Mindy, or we could call her La, or is that strictly for family? Johann Sebastian's son says, this is the best. Thanks, man. Aero Gamer is not working. He's just chilling, watching the feed. That's good to know, man. Enjoy the feed. It's going to be a fun one. So I want to put forward a question to you. Can a negative first wave of a surf affect the entire rest of the surf? Can that happen? Can your mind get so... so tripped up on the negativity of that first ride that you ruin the whole surf? Well, I got news for you. It did for me yesterday. Welcome back to the Super Quick Wave a Day edit. Now, I want to propose a question to you. Can one hideous wave at the beginning of the surf ruin the entire surf? I'll let you decide. Wow, I didn't even get a chance to say good morning Wednesday, and I already took a tumble. Wave number one. That happened too fast. I was paddling out and I saw an opportunity. I thought I gotta take this. So let me do a good morning, a proper good morning. Well, good morning Wednesday. Easy paddle out. Hard first wave. I came off pretty hardcore there. That was pretty funny though. Alright, let's get a better wave. Let's make up for that umness. on here. I'm having a bad surf. Every wave I've taken, I've cooked, or it's been a lousy ride. I've got to make up for it somehow. Come on.
Don't worry, you didn't die in vain.
What is going on? What's going on today? I can't get a ride. My takeoff is all messed up for some reason. Really strange. I'm having a really hard time here. Is it possible that first wave has jinxed me somehow? Huh? Not even that makes me happy. That was... I mean... having a bad day. Wow. I don't know if you guys saw that bird, albatross, flying along the edge of the wave. Even the birds are catching waves and I'm not. Okay, so there's a ride. I mean, I'm probably making more of this than what it needs, but I'm just not feeling good after that first slam. And it seems like the rest of the surf has kind of been tainted by that. But I know that's all in my head. Speaking of it all being in my head, I've had a bit of a ringing in this ear since that wipeout. It's kind of a little bit of a dull bong. I know the inner ear is linked to balance. Is it possible that maybe I got water in my ear and I don't know it, and I'm not balancing or something? I feel like I'm like level 1 kook. Yesterday I was like level 3, got back to level 1. I am still not 100% certain what I did out there. But whatever it is, that first wave jinxed my entire surf. And now while I think about what I can do better tomorrow, you guys can go back to the live stream. Ability? Are you in there? Ability? Ability? My ability, is it in there? Which drawer is my ability? Oh, you got me. I was just searching for my ability, which I clearly lost on that wave a day. I read in the chit chat there, Mindy says, I don't think it was negativity that had me down. That was quite the wipeout. It knocked you off your square. Well, I gotta say, having that wave, first of all, knocked me off. I wasn't even ready for it. I wasn't prepared. I thought I'd better get this one. It's too good to let up. I went down and it did knock me off my guard, but I did have that ringing in my ear as well, which I don't know if that sort of played with my balance. Either way, I had an absolute shocker yesterday, and the only thing that can happen from there is that I go up and have a better surf today. But while that was running, I checked the weather app, and my goodness gracious me, have a look at this. So the chart that I'm about to show you features a lot of squiggly up and down lines. Now, when that gets focus, which it may or may not do, thanks GH5. Okay, see that top squiggly line, the blue one? That's the temperature. The light blue one beneath it, that's the wind. And it starts off low and then it jacks right up to the very top. And that is, if I touch that, it is at 10 a.m., which is when I'm usually surfing after the live stream here. 10 a.m., it's a westerly, near gale conditions, 56 kilometers an hour. Hey Siri, what's 56 kilometers in miles? 34 miles an hour wind out of the west, which is offshore here. That's east and that's west, so the wind blows straight over the top. It usually makes for better waves, but at 56 freaking kilometers, I reckon I'm going to have an absolute shocker out there again today. But I'm feeling good about it. At least I feel confident and feel happy. Looking back up in the chit chats, Uh, 10 letters says the handle of his 10 letters is his company name, media analytics stuff. Actually, I do recall that. I've seen you in here before. Good to see you again. Travel Jet said it doesn't know about surfing, so he can't answer the question. No worries. Johann Sebastian's son loves this. The best video, good waves. BP Fishing in the house. Bob Peel. Everyone say good day to Bob. Bob is a member of the Hey We're Talking crew who are on a summer vacation right now, not pumping out any content, but BP Fishing is pumping out fishing videos if you want to go and catch up on some fishing. Oh, you already did say hello to him. Look at that. Johann Sebastian. Tim Arskog back in the house. You were up there at the beginning, and then you must have gone to free the kitten, get a brew, and surf the internet. How did the surf go? I see BP Fishing saying hello to everybody. Celeste Roth says waves 5B1. Not sure what that refers to. Anyway, I always have a hard time finding my talent. What about with fishing, Bob? When you go out fishing, I can't really equate that, can I? I was going to say, if you don't catch anything up front, does it ruin the entire fishing trip? Or if you catch something banging up front, does it mean that it's going to be a good trip the whole day or the whole session? I don't know. But yeah, I didn't have the greatest time out there, I got to be honest. So we are in what are we now? The 11th of July. This is July. This is a program, a concept where every day in the month of July, I go live on my YouTube channel, same time every single day. This concept was created by Danny Black. I'm always going to pump a link in my chat to his channel, but I have to alert you that he's not doing July on YouTube. He's doing it on Facebook. But at least if you go to that channel, you can find him, and then you can trace back to following him on Facebook to see what he's doing with July. I don't agree with doing it on Facebook. I think Facebook is a dead platform. It's the kids do not enjoy Facebook. They do not use Facebook. It's only elderly people like me and the above that use Facebook. I don't know why Danny chose to do that, but that's his decision. Happy Canadian in the house. G'day, Jeff. Bob says, no, fishing can be hot and cold better than being at work. Totally. Yes, very true. The Waves won today. No worry. Oh, I see. 5. Get you. Waves 5B1. I get you. Yeah. 5 versus 1. Yeah, totally. I get you. We should have kept a tally from the very beginning of a wave a day and see who wins ultimately. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I didn't think of it like a competition between me and the ocean. But Patrick Becomes, the Swedish surfer on YouTube, Patrick Becomes, he calls the ocean Mama Ocean and Big Mama and Little Mama Waves. I've been using that in my descriptions as well. It's pretty funny. So what I was saying about this July thing, we're 11 days in. Because these streams are progressively getting longer and longer, what do you guys think if we always open it up to a live call-in chat after the 30-minute mark? So between now and 30 minutes, it'll be sort of me delivering the content, whatever that may be. Today, it happens to be the 4th That's recording. But after the 30-minute mark, what about we just make a general consensus that it's an open call-in? And if you agree with that, I will always pump the Discord link in the chit chat around about now so that you can prepare. We're 14 minutes in, so we got 15 minutes to chew the fat. In this case, listen to that. And once we've done that, I mean, that link will always be there for you guys to nab and prepare yourselves. Now, if you are going to use that Discord link, that'll dump you into the Gives a Minute Discord server, and you've got to then navigate down to the voice channel. And on a voice channel, you click enter. You won't see anyone else in there yet. I'll be in there in 15 minutes, but when you hit enter, then you have to have a headset and a microphone ready to roll. And also mute the stream if you are watching the stream. Mute the stream or have it in your cans, but just don't have the stream playing into your mic. It's all technical stuff. We'll get to that when we get there. Before we get there, though, I want to show you guys 5 tracks from my 4th That's recording. Now, this one came out in August 2012, and there's a couple of funny stories to recall about this. That is me on the front cover there. But as Duncan, my mate, did suggest, I messed up and I should have used... So there's a couple of extra images here in the center, and his belief is that I should have used this as the cover piece because I am on a marine parade doing exercise on an exercise bike. I messed up. Maybe even that one could have been the front cover. I don't know. What do you think? That's down at Henley Beach in South Australia for anyone from Adelaide. So the idea with this, if no one's seen my That's recordings before, the idea behind these is that I'm not a musician at all. I can loosely play guitar and I can kind of sing, and I've got all these concepts and all these ideas, and I make recordings like every 5 years or whatever, just whenever it pleases me to sort of collate stuff together. The idea is to send them to my friends through the mail, and when they get them, they look at it and they go, what's he done now? What the hell is this rubbish? They put it on, they have a good giggle, and then they throw it away. So with that being said, this album, the liner notes here, you think the cover is now perfect. I got a funny story about that, the clothing I'm wearing too, but I'll just read out the cover, the liner notes here. I said only 50 physical copies of this disc exist. If I've sent you one, it's because I believe you will have a good, hearty laugh at my expense. I do not take recording That's material too seriously, and a very open mind is needed when listening to these recordings. Here at Camp enthusiasm is a very distant second cousin to ability, and that's the quote I was trying to remember from the other day. My cousin came up with that, and I love it. Since 2002, there have been 3 other That's recordings. If you're feeling demented enough, you can obtain them on the internet. My favorite band is Ween. Thank you. August 2012. So this album is kind of a little bit more genuine, I suppose. I had some guest musicians appear with me. Some guys from Tracer came and helped me out. Did a cover of one of my cousin's songs. But what I want to play for you now is 5 cuts from this record that I think kind of best sum the whole thing up, I guess. And if you like what you're hearing, I have placed a link in the chat where today you can get this for free. Now, normally, I mean, look, I do put these on iTunes and Spotify. I've got like a distribution thing set up which puts them on all the platforms. So you can buy this crap if you want, but I would strongly consider don't buy it, don't pay for this. Just get the link I put there, download it. It's only going to be there for a 3-day period on this free hosting thing. Nab it now while it's there. And in the meantime, let's enjoy these 5 selections, starting off with A Bended Knee.
Now you won't believe all the things I've seen. You won't
Open-minded needed. Open mind.
Don't expect you to understand why I've kept all those things in a closed hand.
Stoker Boater in the house. Stoker Boater, how you going, man? Oh, you're up there already. Fishing is good. I was too busy ranting. I think you said the cover is now perfect. Okay, I didn't see that was you, man. Nice of you to nab it. Levels are good here. Volume's good.
Only way to communicate is with a keyboard screen and a mouse in hand. I'm drawing the conclusion you
This is funny listening to this with the givers. That is not something I thought I'd bring to my YouTube channel, but here we are.
Yeah, I'm drawing the conclusion that you don't wanna. What I know wouldn't change a thing. We both know there's another way to win. Whoever spoke with a tainted spin.
I'm going to assume the levels are good here.
Without a second grin.
No, you don't 10 letters. You can just download, hit the link and go for it. No need to register an account. And if you're quick and you go back in previous live streams, the other 3 records are there as well in the chit chat. They might already be removed though.
And I'll even bow down on a bended knee. On a bended knee.
So all instruments, everything done by me on this particular track.
Yeah, I'll even bow
But there are guests coming up. I think the next track. 3 tunes, yeah, 10 letters.
Yeah, I'll even bow down.
I'd strongly suggest having a few homebrewers before listening. Okay. So this track features Mike Brown from Tracer on lead guitar.
Keep them tight.
I'll tell you when he comes in.
Take a cab. Don't drive tonight. They've got nothing. And you've nothing to hide.
I think
Come back.
I got a feeling
Empty plate.
Lee Brown played bass on this.
Stays long on this leg. And a heavy weight will seal their fates. There's nothing like a long, cold winter. And this town could sure use a few of them. But who am I to tell it to you? We've both been here through and through. So wrap those ankles, bend the neck.
I like storytelling in songs.
Shove 3 bricks in there for weight. Tie that drawstring mighty tight. It's time to cast this one into the night.
Don't ask me what the story is.
There is a light on over yonder. And it's a shame they cannot see this one up close. For you've just rid them what they fear most. Yet applause it will not come, nor any thanks. And this town sits in its own filth and does nothing about it.
This guitar is Mike Brown from Tracer. And he did it in one go, except for the end bit. He did the end bit twice, but I played in this song and I said, do you want to put something over it? And he said, hit record. And he sat there and did this in one go. I was like, wow. And he was watching the timeline progress and he was like, just off the top of his head. Thanks, Stokabota. You a radio DJ, are you? Didn't know that. He really is, man. He really is. Happy Canadian. Mike Brown played in Tracer, if you were wondering where he comes from, his heritage. This one take. And from here, he did this bit twice.
So where to
The next
from
bit.
here? I think you're gonna ask. Well, it's up to you, my friend. There's plenty more out there in the village. And it looks to me
Totally,
like
Tim.
you've got
He's a
somewhat
shredder,
of a
absolute
taste.
shredder.
So look smart, young man. Make your mark all over this fucking place.
This is the bit he did twice. He did it once through and then did it again just to make it snappier. Ken Gleason, my phone now with 158 megabytes more. Ken, you've nailed it, dude. Cheers to that, man. That's awesome. Thanks, dude. Yeah, there aren't any more physical copies, unfortunately, Stockaboulder. This was 2012. They're all gone. Yeah, all gone, dude. That's the back artwork. Unfortunately, no, Jeff. No word of that.
Fair enough. It could have been anyone.
So this is now just me doing everything again.
Yep. It could have been anyone. But I think I saw him there. I think I saw him there. I think I saw him there. It could have been anyone. But I'm pretty sure I saw him there. But fair enough. You think you saw him there, but it could have been anyone.
I like the idea of a call and answer kind of track.
Could have been
One headphone is the questions, and then the other one is the answer. You feel like.
don't they?
Yeah,
You think you
Yep.
saw him there?
we could dedicate live streams to Tracer, man.
Been anyone.
So much cool tour stories and content.
It could have been anyone. I'll give you that. It could have been. But I'm almost 100% certain I saw him there. I mean, he had that thing with his foot that he does where one leg goes quicker than the other, and that pretty much gave it away to me.
12-hour streams would be maximum with Stock and Butter. 12 hours is all YouTube stores. You can do a 24-hour stream, but they'll crop the last 12 hours out of it. Anything over 12 hours is cropped out. They don't keep it. So I'm going to max mine out at 12.
And everything, you know, you could have said, "Hey, I'm looking at you from a distance, and I'm thinking that's you." But to clarify it in my mind, I'm going to come up and have a chat. Did you think to do that at all, buddy? Did you? You didn't, did you? You didn't even see him. You're making this whole thing up.
Here comes a mentally deranged solo from me. I love how that doesn't even hit the right note.
Oh, man. It was him. And now that I think back clearly, it was like there's no question in my mind. The things you've said to try to put me off my game, that's actually confirmed in my head that was him. I know you don't want me to think that I saw him, but it was him. Well, you do know he's a vegetarian, don't you? So what would he be doing in a butcher's? I asked you that. And that, my friend, is where your story falls down. Because he wouldn't be in a butcher's. Now would he?
Guess not.
Guess not.
Fair enough.
However, the guy's been eating meat since 1993. He kept it a little bit of a secret, but I knew the whole time. The guy's a bit of a phony, if you ask me. Well, with that little nuggets of information, it appears that you're telling the truth. And I should have never questioned you in the first place. You're not one for lies, are you? How is old Arnold anyway? Perhaps we should catch up over a steak or two.
Wow.
The whales of the world.
Here's another track
Need to be
with Mike
loved.
Brown from Tracer.
Open your arms.
He's making the whale sounds
They're big, they're fat, they're great like that.
and extra vocals
The
as
whales
well.
of the world, they need to be loved.
We had a great time recording this song, I can tell you now. We got twisted. Homebrews aplenty.
We had a friend, she was a bit of a whale. We dubbed her Moby, she was big and fat. All of her friends, they loved her mother. The whales of the world, they need to be loved. Love me.
Hear those whale sounds?
The whales of the
Did them all on his guitar.
They don't wanna be thin. They eat only birds.
Ocean Man, wow, yeah, it does have a bit of that. Ocean Man. Storyboarder coming in with the ween. Oh yeah.
They just wanna be loved.
That's actually one of my favourite Ween songs as well. It's just such a quick, easy, lovable pop song with a mandolin in it too.
Many a whale was chased in the night. The ocean's wide, yet not a dolphin in sight. We ride that whale and she's
Funny you should mention Ween right now.
the whales of the world. They just
When this track ends, I'll explain why.
bring it down. Sperm whale, you're my sperm whale. Take my almighty sperm whale. Sperm whale, you're my sperm whale. Take my almighty sperm.
Nice one, Jeff. Playing some Ween on the way to work this morning. That'll get you going in the right mood for the whole day. Which album were you playing? Oh,
Sperm whale, you're my sperm whale. Take my almighty sperm whale.
So that ending, Stokerbotter, when you mentioned Ween, when we were recording that, I wanted to break down like the end of Don't Get Too Close to My Fantasy, where it's just a yelling out, don't get too close. And that's where that came from. And you mentioned Ocean Man during the song because of the drum. I love music. Good music to be listening to while snacking on shrooms. Beyond Beauty. Beyond Beauty in the house. When did you join? Oh, way back up there. Sorry, Beyond Beauty. I've been too busy with this rubbish. Give you another shot of that. This one was recorded with Logic 10 Sounds. Just straight up Logic. I bought Logic. I used to use Traction, Mackie Traction, and then I went to Logic. And I've never looked back. I love Logic. Yeah, I really... I'll tell you a further story about this artwork here. We may not even get a chance to do a call in this episode. We'll let this roll, then we'll have a chit chat, and then we'll talk about calling. I'll show you the credit section here. If you wanted to pause that and read it later on, there it is. That's all the artwork. Bit more of a genuine song from me on this one, I guess. But there you go. There's 5 songs. Oh, we're going to hear something that was going to get me totally copywritten from Sufjan Stevens. But I wanted to just show you what we listened to from that while we see the artwork from Sufjan Stevens. We heard, hang on a second, let me just bring this back into here. We heard 5 tracks. We heard A Bended Knee, How to Succeed at Foul Play in a Small Town, A Guide. Then we heard Fair Enough. We heard Sperm Whale, You're My, and we finished up with Coming Down, and that was from that's fourth record, A Thousand Layers of Umness. Now, just a heads up, if you do want to nab that and you liked what you heard, I put a little linky poo in the chat again. Grab it now for the next 4 days, 3 days, otherwise it'll be disappeared. Otherwise it will disappear. They erase those files from their server. It's a free hosting server, just for you guys right now and for anyone watching the replay within a day or two. So I wanted to say, first of all, did anyone have a call-in they wanted to make? Because we are now at the 37-minute mark, and I feel like it may be kind of 7 minutes past that point where I said half an hour and we'd bring in call-ins. If someone wants to make a call-in, I'm going to put the chat there again if you want to use that link to come onto the show. But if no one wants to do it, you know what? I'll fire up Discord just to make sure as well that I'm not missing anything. Otherwise, I'll tell you a story about the artwork on this, which is kind of funny in retrospect. I'm just going to join the server just to make sure that I haven't missed anyone. So no one's in the voice channel anyway. So unless I see someone call in there, we'll assume no one wants to call in using that link. But if you do, there's the linky poo. So this artwork, the concept was that we wanted to go down to the foreshore. So this scooter was in my garage. I don't understand where it came from. I don't know who put it there, except to say that the garage was not a sealed garage. It was just like 3 walls, a rear wall, side walls, and a roof, and it was open to the street. It had there was nothing important in there. It was just the car gets under shelter, if you like. And I went in there one day to do something. I don't know, to get a broom or something, and there was a scooter in there, and I was like, huh. Well, I got to come up with some artwork for this dribble because I was already sort of half finished the record, just doing a little bit of mastering. And I went in and grabbed the scooter and came back out thinking, let's take this down to the beach. And my partner at the time, Haley, was saying to me, well, why don't we do like a really crazy photo shoot, like wear some stupid shit. Like, see these shoes? These were actually my running shoes. I actually ran fitness in these shoes, and she said you should get some tube socks and we'll go to like a St. Vinny's, like a thrift store, and we'll try to find some hideous apparel for you. So we went to our local Vinny's, which is a thrift store in Australia, St. Vincent de Paul Society, and I managed to pick up this headband, this fluorescent green headband, some heinous sunglasses, and this top, and these little hand wristy thingies, and these terrible black shorts. And I put those on. Oh, we do have people in the chit chat. Okay, great. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll wrap this up quickly. We put those on, we made the photo shoot, and then the idea was that I'd chuck all that crap out. But I ended up using all of this clothing literally for my fitness. I remember thinking, well, why would I throw it in the bin? It's great fitness. So I actually used what you see me there. That's how I would run for fitness up and down that whole esplanade there in Henley Beach, and then when I lived up in Aldgate as well. Bit crazy, bit zany, yes, absolutely. So what I'm going to do now, because we do have people in the chit chat, I'm going to open up the call line. I got to go here. I'm going to open up this. I'm going to jump into the chat myself. I'm in there now as well. And we've opened up this. We should be able to hear anyone who's in the chit chat. If you are there, say hello. I see Stalker Boulder and I see Travel Jet Setter. Hello? Whoa, Travel Jet Setter. You're quite loud there, dude. I'm going to drop your gain down a little.
Oh, okay.
How you going, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm really well. What's on your mind?
Not much. I actually was thinking about when you did your travel vlog. I mean, your travel vlog, your daily vlog about your father.
Right. Yep.
And I was thinking about when I post my comment in there and about what I answered, and it made me think about my friend today. And yeah, it's we in a group of friends of ours, we celebrate his life, and we get together and we listen to like Chicago style house music, Chicago house music, which is a music scene, a
Yes.
local music scene.
You posted that. I was like, that's a good way to remember someone throwing a
Yeah,
house party.
so it's like, so it's like how, well, Chicago house music is like dance music, and it's
Okay.
like a variety of, like, Casio keyboards and things like that, and rhythm beats and things like that. So it's like it's a local dance Chicago music scene.
Sounds great. Hey, I'll just let the chat know what's going on here because the video that Travel Jet Set is referring to was I posted up a daily vlog where I asked the question, what, like, how do you remember someone? How do you remember the deceased's birthday? So my father would have been 82 2 days ago, but he died 16,
Mm.
18 years ago. So I'm just saying the question was, how do you remember someone on that day? Like, do you think about that birthday or do you just remember the person when they were alive? Is it even worthwhile saying my father would have been 82? He's not 82 because he passed away. And Travel Jet made a comment saying, man, we do a house party for our friend. And I thought that was awesome. So I just wanted to fill the chat
Yeah,
in.
well, we get to get, well, not a house party, but well, yeah, it's a house party, but we listen to Chicago house music
Gotcha. Gotcha.
and things like that. Yeah.
Well, that's a great way to do it, man.
Yeah.
And do you have anyone of their, like this person who's deceased, does any of their relatives or friends or brothers or sisters come and join you?
Oh
Or-
yes. Oh yes.
Cool.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. They cause I live in the same city that the guy Nick that we were speaking to.
Yes, in San Fran. Yeah, of course. Nick
Yeah,
Baker.
so we're from the same city, but I grew up in neighboring Chicago, which is about 2 hours north of where me and Nick is from.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Ah,
Chicago's about 2 hours north of where me and Nick are originally from. But
okay.
I grew up in between Chicago and the city where me and Nick is from,
Right, right.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Yeah, I do recall that. Yeah. Chicago, not Chicago, San Fran is a very, very famous city for skateboarding. And that's how I know Nick from skateboarding.
Yeah.
And there's obviously
Yeah,
lots
all
of,
them towns he named. So yeah, yeah. I know all those. Those are neighboring suburbs and things like that. We can get into that another day. But
sure, sure.
when I was living in neighboring Chicago for a little bit, like I grew up really in between Chicago and Milwaukee because of the close proximity of each other. But anyway,
Interesting.
yeah, like my friend passed away, and before he passed away, we really got into the Chicago house music scene, and you
Nice.
know, it's a very big music scene in Chicago.
I'm
Like
sure it
it's
is.
like dance style music and
I'm going to
things like
have to do
that.
the wrong thing here and cut out the Travel Jet Setter. I can hear my outro bass line rolling. This has been a fun stream, a fun chat. Thanks everyone for stopping by and enjoying it. I hope you did enjoy it. That's get it while you can. Don't be and lose it. Or be and lose it. Oh, that's we're out of time.